What's going on, everyone? My name is Sherwin, and today we are in the Plaid studios. Um, Man. Anyway, how do I start this? Because I'm having a hard time starting this video because we are headed to Upland Service Center. It's a Sunday, and I'm hoping that they're open. But yesterday, Saturday, Abby called me up and said there was a bunch of notifications that popped up on the Model X. She took a video. I got home, I checked out the notifications and took pictures, and man, we have issues again. So she was explaining to me that I guess the brake hold wasn't activating, and also the regen stuff was like disabled, and the notifications that popped up showed that. But there were other notifications that popped up, and I started looking it up, and it may be related to the steering rack once again, because the previous one, they replaced the steering rack within a year of ownership. But this time the notification's a little different than what we had before, but according to people who have similar or same error codes, what happened to theirs was a steering rack replacement. And so I posted it on a group chat also, and some may guess that it could be the ECU related to the suspension. I don't know. And I'm still having the clicking issues. I'm going to insert a few clips, video clips here and there, just to show you what's going on. But I'm just taking a chance on a Sunday to see if they are open, because I'm not going to have time to bring it in during the weekday. Now, I did schedule an appointment, and it's for, I think, October 23rd. And that's the week that we're going to the zero emissions run to Las Vegas. And this was the car that we were going to bring. Man. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I want to keep doing this dance, to be honest with you. But if I have to, I have to. But in the event, I mean, I don't want to think too far ahead, and I don't want to think that we're gonna have to go through another buyback process. But unlike the previous Model X, you know, first chance, honestly, first chance, if they give me that opportunity to do the buyback, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm not gonna do this dance again, where I did it for a year with the previous Model X. And honestly, the clicking noise, I just haven't really mentioned it, but after a month that they fixed it, it came back. I think I mentioned it once or twice in other videos, but I was just hesitant to bring it into service, simply because these service stations, man, the experience I'm getting, and it's not just Tesla, it's also Rivian. It's just it's not a great experience, not what it was before. So I don't know what's going on. But we're gonna go check out the service center and see if they are open. I also found out that the friends that I usually see at the service center, they either got laid off or they moved on to a different company. So it's because I think I looked at my service history for the Model X. I've had 4 service appointments already, and the last one was in April, and that was for that clicking noise and things. So check out that video if you haven't checked it out. But as I mentioned, that clicking noise came back about 6 weeks after it was supposedly repaired, and And the technician that was I was talking to was like, that's just, it's within spec, but we'll fix it for you. I mean, you're lucky that it's not that loud. Like, man, no. Not every Model X has that issue. That's the thing. You can't call it within spec if it's not something you would find. Like, if you don't find it in all of the vehicles, it is not within spec. It is not normal. So, man, I love this car, but man, why can't it just work for us? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Venting. I'm venting. If you have no issues with Model X, I've said it before, I'm just envious. I'm jealous of you guys having great experiences with your Model X. And I'm not saying that I don't have great experiences. When it functions as expected, it's amazing. It's a great car. I'm not gonna say it has a lot of room other than for people, but oh man, come on, man. Like, yeah, so we're gonna go check it out. Yeah, we're gonna go check out if it's open. Well, they are closed on Sunday. Open Saturday 8 to 12, but closed on Sunday. And the reason why I'm trying to check out whether or not I can just drop it off and stuff is I don't know if I should be driving this vehicle even though the notifications are gone. But I just took a chance to see if I can just drop it off and try to get a loaner in the meantime. But yeah, and also someone had posted an invoice notes on a previous video regarding the clicking noise. So I'm gonna also share to Tesla that fix that another Model X had. So thank you for sharing that with me. But that's one of the reasons why I like doing these videos where we could share notes and repair issues, repair fixes and all that, so that if other people have similar issues that they can maybe suggest it to Tesla. I mean, they should know how to fix it, but then again, it's a reoccurring issue with that clicking noise. These other notifications, at least for this car, is its first time. But I mean, aside from Tesla providing warranty repairs or anything like that, all we got is other owners, other Tesla owners who are helping each other out. Because I mean, if it's a reoccurring issue and Tesla themselves is the one attempting to fix it and it keeps happening, like who else do we turn to? Each other. We'll continue this video on the next attempt of trying to drop off the Model X prior to our scheduled appointment, and hopefully they can do something. All right, I have attempted to go and drop off the car, the Model X, and was able to do it. They reviewed the codes. I had a technician drive with me. I didn't even have to go far, and the clicking noise was very apparent. And it was the same technician. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if you remember me or remember this car, but it's the same thing. He's like, yeah, I think I remember this car. And I said, there's also error codes. So another technician reviewed the codes. He wasn't comfortable having me drive the vehicle home, so they'll just keep it, even though my appointment was still about a week out. And so they're gonna, yeah, take a look. They did give me a loaner. It's a black Model X. I'll get the details of this X once I get home. But yeah, you know, lately or more recent trips to service, they have more loaners available. I think it's because they have a lot of demo vehicles that they don't end up selling, and there are leases that, you know, because if you lease a Tesla, you can't buy out your lease. You have to return it. So I guess they just keep it for their fleet. Now this is a refresh Model X. So I don't know if this was like one of the first ones that just got the lease ended and they just kept it for their fleet. But it has a yoke steering wheel, which I like, which I prefer, but the yoke steering wheel, it's peeling. So I just didn't want to get blamed. I'm like, hey, the steering wheel, are you aware? It's like, yeah, we haven't swapped it out because we are saving the inventory for customers who have the issue as well. So they haven't really swapped the loaner vehicle's yoke. Yeah, so what's really cool about loaners is supercharging is free and it has FSD. You do get limited to 85 miles per hour, which is fine. All right, so we're gonna be just taking a look at this Model X loaner that they gave us. Let's see what it says here. September 2022. I don't believe this is a Plaid because I looked at the software and it doesn't say Plaid, but it is a 6-seater configuration. So this is a long-range refresh. Now, I'm gonna give points because the carpet's clean. So usually loaner vehicles from Tesla are filthy. I'm not gonna say it's clean, but the carpet is clean. Seats are not. Also, center console is kind of damaged. The light is broken. I mean, it works, but it's not like mounted on. I'm not gonna nitpick, but I'm just sharing. I am happy that they gave me a loaner, and I'm also happy that they took in my car earlier than scheduled. So this comes with the looks like 12.5.3 or something like that, and it does have ASS for actual smart summon. Maybe we'll play with it. I'm not sure. I had smart summon in my Model 3 back in 2019. They said that they'll look into it. It may take a few days, and I'm like, look, you gave me a loaner, it's fine. Take as much time as you need. Just fix it or figure out if it's another buyback, because I'm not gonna play the game. But yeah, many of the people there I did not recognize. So yeah, but I am getting to know them, because if they don't buy this back, I mean, I'm not going to be confident. I don't know if I should be confident if that's the last time I'm going to be back there with the Model X. But I just have the weirdest luck with Model X's. I don't know. Because Model Y, Model 3, I mean, I'm not saying they're like problem-free vehicles, but it's not reoccurring issues with those. And it's rare that it has issues. Yeah, so wish me luck. If you are curious about the repairs and stuff from the Plaid Studios, I have that on the channel if you want to check that out. Go check out the last time it was in service. I also have a playlist for the previous Model X for the issues, as well as buyback videos on the previous Model X if you haven't checked that out. All right, we are in the Loaner Studios. We are picking up our Plaid. It is about 3 days after we dropped off our Model X in service, and yesterday they told us it was finished, but I wanted to speak with one of the managers because I found out that what they replaced was a steering rack again. And so that was one of the 3 things that was done during the service, and that just made me even more concerned, because that was the part that was replaced last year and quite possibly be the reason why Tesla bought back our previous Model X to begin with. And so I wanted to just talk to the manager, service manager, but it was towards the end of the day, and they got this automated system that will charge you $100 a day for storage fee if you don't pick up your car within 24 hours of the time they informed you of picking up your vehicle, because it's completed. And so I also told the the advisor that you know, I don't want to pick up the car after hours because in past experiences, I get my car in worse condition that I left it with you guys. So I'd rather pick it up while someone was there so that they could do a walk around with me, so that everything is squared, like, you know. And so it's Saturday and half their staff is not in today, and this is an automated system, and they gave me a call today. It's like, look, you gotta go pick up your car because we have no control over this automated system. It's gonna charge you $100 and there's no way for us to overwrite that. And I'm like, here we go again, Tesla automating things. You guys, who owns Tesla? The robots, the automated system that you guys programmed to do things. That's what runs the company. I get it. I mean, you're trying to make it as efficient as possible. You guys, you know, laid off so many people that you have to automate things, but then you can't overwrite these automated things. Come on, man. So like these are the little things that they're doing that is headed in the wrong direction, in my opinion, that they somehow have to fix. And I'm sharing this with you because this is something new that they've done, that you may run into. You know, $100 per day after the 24 hours that after they notified you, right? But regardless, you know, we're submitting a buyback request, and again, it's just a request. It is not a guarantee that they'll do it, but I'm not gonna do this dance. I mean, a steering rack replacement within the first year, once again, a different vehicle, same, it's a Model X, same series, different year. So I don't want to do this dance again, as much as, man, I actually started looking at other vehicles, and man, there is just nothing as far as stuff that I love with the Model X. Nothing comes close, except for the R1S. So I mean, worst case, we may go back to minivans, gas minivans. And I thought about it. I thought about just imagining going on road trips in a minivan, which is fine, but just having to fill up at a gas station, you know, like my brain's already programmed to charge EVs on road trips. Like, I cannot go back. Oh man, we are in a predicament. But regardless, I mean, if they don't approve the buyback, it's fine. I mean, we still love the car. It's just my confidence in that thing, that I have to keep bringing it back to service. I mean, you know, maybe that'll help with a future buyback request. That, oh look, we're back again. We're only right over 11,000 miles, so we are far from exceeding our warranty period, our warranty mileage. So yeah, I mean, we're not rookies in this situation. I guess that's the good thing about it, is we're not rookies, or I'm not a rookie, because I've been through a buyback. This is our second Model X, but yeah, when it comes to the problems, I've been pretty disappointed in not only having to go through with the problems, but how Tesla handles it in general. It's just, it doesn't match what the experience I get when I have to bring in my Model Y. And I don't have to bring my Model Y often. Same with the Model 3. I do not know why it's different when I bring in the Model X. I don't know. So we'll see. We're gonna go over the invoice once I get the car and head back home. And again, I'm nervous, just like how I was nervous picking up the R1T. I'm always nervous picking up my car because plenty of times I get that car in worse condition than how I left it with them. There's a new area, or a new section here in the Upland Service Center. They got this whole new area right here now. It's a parking lot, and they have a loaner drop-off section. That's pretty new, and they have employee parking now. But we're gonna go and pick up the car. We're gonna have to walk this way. Now, one thing I always want to mention when you're dropping off loaners is to make sure you disconnect your account, because it does keep a history of your addresses that you've inputted and everything. And sometimes Tesla doesn't clean it up. I mean, they don't clean the car. Why would they clean the data off of it? So also in this dealership, this service center, they only gave me one phone access key, and both Abby and I drive the car. So I had to come back, and I guess they bent the rules, or I don't know, but they gave us a secondary key card and programmed it for her to use. But the problem is, with the key card, your profile is not really attached to it. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to disconnect my Bluetooth device. So even if they disconnect the profile, my Bluetooth phone is still there, and it's gonna probably have my previous phone calls and phone numbers that I've dialed and people that I've called me. So we're gonna go under Bluetooth, and under paired devices, that's my phone right there, and we're gonna say forget device. All right, now my profile is still connected here, as you can see there. But hopefully they can remotely remove it. But I think on the app you could also remove the profile. Yeah, you can't be too careful, because companies nowadays don't really care. They will get data breached, and that's it. You're at the mercy of the companies that you have to deal with. You could be as careful as you can, but all these other companies won't care, because they don't get punished. But that's a different story. Let's go get the car back and head on home. All right, we are gonna do a walk around. I'm gonna nitpick, man. This is ridiculous. This car was washed when I brought it in. We had a little bit of rain, and yeah, check it out. Oh God. Yeah, I really don't want to hear that Tesla is a luxury company, because this this is just, I don't know. I'm nitpicking, but yeah, this man, whatever. I'm already upset that I have to come back here and do more service appointments. But anyway, I don't want to try to be too down on this video, but we're just gonna walk around and check things out, because man, yeah. All right, we are back in the Shed Studios, and we are going to go over the invoice. There is a total of 5 jobs that were done. One of them is just the TPMS tire pressure thing. So there's really 4. The first one is concern. Customer states alert steering and braking adaptive ride control degraded ride comfort. And this was detected October 12th of 2024. Repair notes check vehicle and verified alerts for steering adaptive control degraded, inspected vehicle and found alerts present due to electric power steering assist. Inspected ground points for steering rack and found slight corrosion. There was corrosion. Cleaned off corrosion and tested power steering. Found alerts to still be present. Replaced steering rack, steering control module, and performed wheel alignment. Test drove and verified vehicle no longer has the alerts while driving straight at this time. So the correction was, the diagnosis is low voltage circuit integrity check, and they removed and replaced the steering rack again. So this was also done on our previous Model X, and now they're doing it on this current Model X within 1 year of ownership. Parts that they listed, Palladium SCCM variant, that's what they use. I didn't know Palladium was real. I thought Palladium just existed in the Marvel universe. Yeah, Palladium is real, folks. I guess. Sorry if I'm not a mineralologist, but yeah, very interesting. I just wanted to bring that out. All right, second concern, alerts, clicking sound at low speed while turning steering wheel has been happening for a few weeks now. Same issue as before. It was repaired and it came back. Yeah, so that clicking noise, it just comes back, and I know we should have taken it to service earlier, but just previous service experiences has always been bad. So we're like, look, if we could live with it, so be it, until something else popped up. which it did. That's why we ended up having this also get repaired at the same time. So basically what they did was looks like check vehicle and verify noise while turning. This time the noise is like, it's a lot louder. It was very easy to replicate, unlike before. A lot louder. So they inspected and torqued the suspension, and the noise was still there. They removed the bash plate, test drove, and it's no longer present. So I guess they cleaned it and replaced it with a brand new bash plate. So they're thinking that that clicking is related to the bash plate. And from a previous technician who does the ride along with me, he says that it's gonna come back. So I don't know. They replaced the battery skid plate, and they torqued everything up. So concern number 3 looks like it's related to the clicking noise. And yeah, I don't know why they separated these two, but it looks like it's there. Same thing. Number 5, because number 4 is check tire pressure and condition. Number 5, this one I wasn't sure what it was. Maybe it's a TSB, but the concern says all model S, X, 3, and Y, clean windshield B surface camera area. Clear forward camera view precision cleaning of inboard windshield. Correction, clear forward camera view precision cleaning of inboard windshield. So this is probably a TSB that I was not aware of. Now their hourly rate is $235. The other thing that I forgot to mention that is on a different screen, I think it's on the chat screen. Not only did they replace the steering rack, but they also replaced a controller module. I think it's suspension related. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. We've submitted the buyback request. We don't know if they're gonna approve it or not, but if I'm being honest, like I always am honest with you all, I don't have the confidence that this is gonna be the last time we're going back for service. And if they don't approve the buyback, I'm sure the next one will just give us even more weight on our case for another buyback request. But as much as I want this thing to work out, I'm just tired. I'm tired of just going there. And plus the people that I knew aren't there anymore. So like, I don't want to have to go through that process again of, just meeting new people, getting to know them, because I mean, they're great people, but I don't want to get to know them, because the only way to get to know them is I gotta have to visit the service center often. I want to enjoy the car. I want to drive the car. I want to go on road trips and not have to worry about the next time I'm going into service. Man, I don't know. So apologies for the tone in the beginning of this video. Most of this video has been negative. I've calmed down a little bit. I'm happy again because our Model X is back in the garage, dirty and dusty, but we're gonna wash that up. It wasn't charged, unlike Rivian. From my service experience, they do charge up the car, but that's fine. Whatever. I'm just happy that the Model X is back in our possession. We get to bring it to our zero emissions run to Vegas. Stay tuned for that video. I'm pretty excited. I had planned to bring the Rivian, because the Rivian actually has free charging at the Rivian network, and there's a couple going to Vegas, but it's fine. I'd rather bring the Model X anyway, because I think it's been some time since I used it to Vegas. The last couple trips, the last 2 trips, I think we used the Rivian. So I miss driving the Model X to Vegas. That'll do it. Let me know what you think. Yeah, again, apologies for the negative mood. But yeah, I'm just, I'm happy again. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, do let me know. If you liked the video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And let me invite you to go watch the road trip videos of the Model X that we've taken before.